Ups. It was a big surprise out there this weekend. We're gonna take a look at it. A big upset, probably the upset of the year. We're gonna get it rolling in 1 second. All right, here we go. First game. You got the Raiders versus the Chargers. Rolls with a win over the CPU because that nigga was suspended for a game. We ain't gonna even mention his name. Anyway, Rolls with 409 yards of offense on the CPU. Drake 8 for 111 playing the CPU. Pollard 13 for 19. Wow, that was crazy. Receiving. Brown 8 for 409. Boy, we got to do something about people playing this CPU. I don't know what to do. Rolls my man though, but that's just terrible. 8 for 409. Rolls with the win. 41 17. All right, next game, Broncos. That game was fair sim. The CPU let the Ray and the Bills come away with a 17-10 victory. I think effectively ending uh, the Broncos playoff hopes. I think. I got to look at it. All right. Mr. Martell played the CPU and lost 32-31. The Seahawks lose to the Washington football team. That's terrible. Usually Mo know how to beat the CPU. He let him gain 336 on him. 4 turnovers apiece. Time possession was good. Damone is fading. He got to get it together. I think he's 9-5 now with the Seahawks. Anyway, he takes the loss to the CPU. Got to get better, baby. That's unacceptable. Coach Cheese got smacked around by the Terminator. The Drewski and the Giants in that offense. Somebody got to figure it out. He averaging 43 points a game, and Nitty couldn't figure it out. 3 touchdown loss in that one. 416 total offense. Let's look at the player stats. Deshaun Watson with a perfect rating. 349, 4 TDs, throwing straight dots. 349. Let's see the rushing. Ezekiel Elliott 12 for 85. Kamara for Cleveland 5 for 30. Nick Chubb 14 for 35. Looked like he was boxed up too. Let's look at the receiving. Henry Ruggs, offensive rookie of the year, might be. Jonathan Taylor might be up there with him though, with the Saints. Ruggs 5 for 169. I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna have to look at Drew schemes just to see him. I'll meet him one day because Ruggs be destroying people. He gotta have 2,000 yards catching. Hurst and he hits everybody though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He only hit 5. He usually hit about 8 different receivers. Anyway, Drew with the win, and the Giants still in the hunt for the number 1 seed in the NFC. 41-20. Nitty, I think, falls back to a tie in his division. The Browns, I think the Bengals, him and Larry might be a tie for the division. Bears, Vikes, and Ipsy Mook. The Mamba Man beat the CPU down 35-10. Mook didn't show up, so he was put on auto. And Mamba Man took care of business. 35-10. Bears. What was this? Packers. This game was simmed. Wouldn't have mattered anyway. The Bum Bowl. The Bum CPU Bowl, and they give Vic the win, 21-17. Man, we gonna penalize people for not playing next season though. Y'all have to start playing these games. You need to find a user for the Packers in it. All right, next game, one of them twins, the Texans don't know which one don't care. He took a loss. At least he competed this time, though. Oh, you know what? That was the CPU. Joe Hill with a 38-30 win. Joe Hill played the CPU. Another CPU game. This is becoming a big problem. Tannehill, 345, 2 touchdowns. Russian Kareem Hunt, 22 to 64. Deontay Johnson, 8 for 169. Crowder, 5 for 106. It has to stop. Anyway, Joe Hill still in the playoff hunt with the win. 38-30 over the Texans. Whoa, here it goes. Upset of the year. The Rams fighting for his playoff life. Knocks off Coach White, who felt coming into that game that he should have been #1 in the power rankings. I didn't agree, and I really don't now. He takes the L to bigger drip. 351 game more yards. Let's see this game. 17. He must have ball controlled him to death. 17 first downs to 7. Three turnovers apiece. That's what it was. Coach White usually don't turn the ball over. Third down conversions. Fourth time. Let's see. Time of possession. I knew it. 18 to 9. I looked at bigger drip game in another league too. I see what he's doing. He might be coming up in the MML. Let's look at them stats. Passing, Russell Wilson, 1 for 294, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. 11 for 43 for Hines. Russell Wilson, 2 for 14. He passed them in with that run. Receiving, Lockett. Ooh, Lockett went 4 for 227 with 3 touchdowns. I got to see what play niggas are doing to get all these yards with one player. 56.8 yard average. Every time he touched the ball, that was half the field. Amazing. Matter of fact, 3 touchdowns on 4 receptions. Let's see what the Rams did. Rams spread it out better. Marcus Lee, 4 for 93, 5 for 29 for Austin. Yeah, he spread it out a little better. Sanders, he ran 26 times for 110. Bridgewater, 1 for 26. 199, 1 TD. Man, by the stats, it really looked like Coach White should have took that game. And he lost. Second half. Rams came back in the second half. Rams with the second half comeback with the win over Coach White. Like I say, he felt he should have been #1 in the power rankings. Now he about to drop. Good win for the Rams. SME Hines. Where we at next? DL and the Lions and one of them twins. Don't know which one don't care. But he performed too. 24-17 over DL with the win. Quick Joe Burrow, 193. Mayfield, 120. Russian. Mostert, 16 for 163 though. Joe Mixon, 18 for 92. I don't even know how to pronounce that. I don't even know who that is. So, he got 21 yards, whoever he is. Good win for the twin. He comes out with a 24. Bad loss for DL. DL playoff hopes is sinking. Better get it together. 2 more games left in the regular season. Falcons, this game was sim. They give Atlanta the win 20-14. I really needed them to get that loss though. He one game behind in the division. Another L would have helped. 2014 Falcons over Tampa Bay. Who we got? Meach. Meach played the CPU. Anytime I see a score like that, unless it's a couple of people. 59-3 Jacksonville with the win over DK. Biggest bum, biggest bum GM in the league. Mahomes 166 for he do run. 18 for I don't even want to look at that stats. He beat the CPU. That's about 5 CPU games. Where we at? C-Mine took that L. My meta better. Took it to Maul. That was a game from one of his earlier transgressions for not streaming. We don't play in the MML. You cheat? Well, he didn't cheat, but he broke a rule. You break a rule, you will be penalized. Let's hope that don't come back and hurt Sevon. Sevon and Larry, them two players you really don't want to see come playoff time. Because they can pop anybody in the league. Look at Ray. Ray, everybody destroys Shaky. The man, the myth, the legend. So far, he's a myth. He ain't won nothing. I'm starting to question that label. Ray with the dominating win. 66-9, terrible. James, this was a close game. It was 14-14 at one point, but I pulled it on out. I spammed him to death, though. I ain't gonna lie with the run. Everybody else do it, I'm gonna do it too. 14, shut him down in that fourth, though. 352 total yards. Let's see what my team did. Ain't no need to look at his. Jonathan Taylor, 12 from 182. Let's go. Saints. We don't want to see his stats. 12 for 183 touchdowns. This bum. Cam Newton is on the block. 154 yards, a TD, and 3 interceptions. I'd take a Snickers for him. He's out of there, though. I guarantee he's out of there when this season over. If you got draft picks, holla at me and you can have them. Isabella 2 for 65, really 4 for 56, Samuel 2 for 23 and touchdown. Jonathan Taylor leading the division, trying to get better for this playoff run. We got Cowboys, another sim game, and they give the 49ers and Kamako to win. Beat Marty Smack 28-14. That was a fair sim. How many yards did Derrick Henry get? Derrick Henry. Oh, he must have played. You know what? He played the CPU probably. 36 for 281 and 4 touchdowns. I'm sure he might have played the CPU. Steeler Larry smacked AJ around. Surprisingly, AJ he been up and down, but he still might be in a playoff run. Don't deserve it though. I think Larry fighting for the division. Let's see what the stats were. 139 touchdown, 2 interceptions. Russian. Philip Lindsay, 15 for 63. Bengals 38-7 over the Steelers. It's only 2 weeks left. We'll run down week 16's games. These last 2 weeks gonna be very important. In the game of the week tonight about 8:30. Join us live on Chuck TV. Vikings Saints. Izzy Mook and yours truly. I'm looking for a big win out of me in that one. 59 zip Kamako over Shaky. That was expected. PT of the football team and Vic. I like Washington in that. Colts. Joe Hill and AJ and the Steelers. I don't know. That's an interesting one. Joe, both of those guys are very inconsistent. One week they can look like all stars. The next week they can look like shit. So whoever come to play in that one, that's who I like. That's a toss up. Although Joe Hill been doing his thing, AJ is very capable. Cole Kelly, we don't even need to look at that. He's not in the league. James gonna have to play the CPU. DL needs a win to keep his playoffs hopes alive. I like him in that over the Buccaneers. This nigga right here and Ryan, uh, who cares? Sevon, I met a better. And the Rose, his boy. Two childhood friends going at it. Don't know if they're childhood friends, don't really care, but they something. They boys. I'm gonna go with Rose been on the slide. I'm gonna go with Sevon in this. I'm gonna have to call Rose. See, can I get an interview out of him? I take Sevon just because Rose been sliding. It's a good game. That might be game of the week number two. Browns. Oh, that's a good game too. Nitty and Coach White. Coach White need to get back rolling. Nitty need to keep his division hopes alive. I'm gonna check that one out. That's a good matchup right there. I like. I'm gonna take Coach White. I'll take Coach White by 70 points. I wonder did he play? He played the CPU. 70 points he put up though. What up, baby? What's that? 70 points for the Terminator. We'll talk about that next week. Texans and one of them twins don't know which one don't care. But Larry trying to keep his division and playoff hopes alive. This should be a good one. Oh no, that's the Texans. If he play, I might have to call his brother see if he gonna play that game. Meach and the Mamba man. That should be get some good games this week. That's a toss up. That's gonna be a good game right there though. Toss up for me in that one. Bigger Drip, SME Hines coming off a astounding victory. Going against, I'm gonna take him against Moan. Moan is faltering right now, and the Rams playing good. I like the Rams in this game. Moan, you gotta show me something different. You ain't beat nobody powerful. Till you do, I'm gonna have to take him, and he fighting for a playoff berth. Eagles, Cowboys, Ray and Marty Smack. Ray beat me and looked like crap to everybody else. Nigga only got 3, 4 wins and knocked me off. Unbelievable. Should just gave me the first son. I wouldn't have took it like that, but terrible. Eagles, Cowboys. Titans, one of them twins. Don't know which one don't care. He took a L. Oh, De'Aaron. Oh, my God. The computer blew you out like that. Man, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. We'll talk about that next week. You let the CPU. This nigga ain't played in a month of Sundays, and the CPU team destroys you. Gotta get better. Give me Joe Burrow. He gonna have a noodle arm about time you get rid of him. Bills, Patriots, Ray and Ma. I don't think that game has any importance. Ray might still be in it for the playoff. He might. I gotta check that out. Let's look at the standings right quick before we go. See how the playoff look. AFC. Jets still got the number one seed though. So that's gonna go through New York. Rose. Meat still up there. That nigga right there. Uh Bengals and Browns. That's a tight race. Colts 8-6. Dolphins 7-6. He's still in it. AJ still in it. Bills probably out of it. Him and the Broncos. But that's tight. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, race right there. AFC playoff 2 weeks to go, and it's tight. Let's look at the NFC. Both them 14-1. They looking for a clash of the Titans. Ain't gonna happen if I'm involved. I'm gonna pop one of them bums. Keep my goal. I'm number 3 right now. Seattle number 4. The Bears. Bears, Vikings. Their division's tight. Vikings. Mamba. I think Mamba on the tiebreaker. The Vikings, Falcons. He on CPU. He might lose. DL with a devastating loss last week. Cowboys still in it. They're going to Rams. That was a good victory. I don't know. He needs some help to make it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. It's 17 to get in there this year. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you got all them 9 and 5 things too. 86, 86. NFC playoff is tight. Anyway, that's it for this weekend MMA. Don't forget tonight, about 8:30, Chuck TV. Big game in the Superdome in New Orleans. Vikings Saints. Peace.